Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. We're here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Covering the Sebastian Rogers case. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers right here. Went missing around February 26, 2024. He is still missing. It's almost 3 weeks now. Now we're here to tell the truth, but the question is, has Christopher Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot told the truth? Have they told the truth? These two individuals right here. We're talking about the mother of Sebastian Rogers and the stepfather. And according to the stepfather, Christopher Proudfoot, he claims that him and Katie took a polygraph test. And he also claims that they passed the polygraph test. Check it out. Do you believe him when he says they passed the polygraph? I have some interesting questions, and I want to ask all of you these questions. When law enforcement makes someone take, or someone voluntarily takes a polygraph test, do law enforcement share the results if someone could be a potential suspect? Do they share the results to let the person know whether they passed it or not? I have that question because I'm not so sure. I can't find anything that definitively says, hey, if you pass a polygraph, they'll let you know. What about if you fail it? Would they let you know you fail it? So those are some questions I'm asking all of you. The fact that they made him or made them or they voluntarily took a polygraph makes me think they're taking this serious, where they're asking the parents, hey, where were you? Were you involved or whatnot? But there's also a lot of other history about polygraph, because I know a lot of you, and it's AKA lie detector test, a lot of people are wondering if lie detector tests or polygraphs are admissible in court. And I don't think so. But there is a good kind of informative blog I want to share with you about polygraphs. Because in this blog here, it tells you basically is the motive, the prime motive of authorities trying to get a confession out of someone via using the polygraph tactic. And this is interesting, and I want to share this with you right here. This is coming from the Blanchard Law Firm, who has good insight about legal stuff on the internet. And in this report, they're talking all about lie detector tests. I'm pulling it up right here on my phone. It says, should I take a lie detector test offered by police? And it says, in serious criminal investigations such as murder or criminal conduct, you know what S means. It is not unusual for police to ask a suspect to take a polygraph examination, otherwise known as a lie detector test. In doing so, the police are not looking to eliminate a suspect or get to the truth. They are trying to use the polygraph as a tool to elicit a confession from the suspect. It is rare that police even care about the actual results of the test for purposes of their investigation. Now that's interesting, folks. That's interesting. Polygraph examination results are not admissible in courts for criminal cases. This is because lie detector tests are not scientifically reliable. There is no evidence to support that there is any pattern of psychological reactions that are unique to deception. Because different people have different psychological reactions to different situations, truthful person may be nervous when answering truthfully, and a deceptive person may be calm when telling a lie. It is impossible to conduct a proper validity study because the scientific reliability of these tests cannot be shown. The courts have determined that they are not admissible as evidence in court. Many times the police will have a suspect appear for a polygraph examination, and regardless of the actual results, will tell the subject that they have failed the polygraph examination. They will use the assertion that the suspect failed the polygraph in order to try to get the suspect to confess to wrongdoing. So it's actually, they do it for tactics. Now my question is, if you were the Proudfoots, if you were Christopher and Katie Proudfoot, and there's a lot of unknowns about them, and there's a lot of cloud of speculation that they're involved, if police did come to them and ask them to take a polygraph test, you know, would they, if you were in their shoes, would you do it or would you get a lawyer? I'm wondering if they have a lawyer in this case, because it's quite possible. And we don't know yet if they did hire a lawyer. They got a lot of money. They live in a $600,000 home, the home that Sebastian Rogers supposedly went missing February 26th. We don't know. Look at this guy right here. I'm at the airport traveling, but I wanted to share the polygraph aspect because the fact that they made them take a polygraph or was it a volunteer? Did Proudfoot or any of them, Katie, say, hey, we'll take a polygraph, and offer to do it themselves? And just because they passed, like Christopher claims, do you feel like, hey, they're out of the woods with this? Are they out of the woods? And Christopher's claiming they passed. Is he lying? Do you think Christopher could be lying? Christopher Proudfoot, a lot of people have been catching this guy in the lies in reference to the interviews that he gave to the media, talking about him and Seth Rogers and Katie are all on the same page in a sense, and I don't think that's necessarily so. And then Christopher is also not talking about his whereabouts when he went to Memphis, when Sebastian went missing. He's very quiet about the things that are going on in New Mexico in reference to him. So there's a lot of unknowns, but they did take a polygraph according to Chris. Unless he's lying, they didn't take a polygraph. But, you know, you decide. We are covering the Sebastian Rogers case, so subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. Where is this 14-year-old little boy? I'm out traveling abroad, and I might be going up to Tennessee to help look and search for this boy, because authorities need your help. They want credible information. But Sebastian's out there. A 15-year-old just doesn't vanish out of thin air. Somebody knows something. And it's probably most likely the mother and the stepfather involved in some way, somehow. That's my opinion. I am JLR Investigates. Check out my Sebastian Rogers playlist. We dig in a lot of history about Christopher Proudfoot, Katie Proudfoot, a.k.a. Katie Payne. Yeah, they were both in the military. Katie Payne has some stuff in Florida, Escambia County, Florida. Go check it out. And there was supposedly lots of domestic stuff with Christopher Proudfoot in the state of New Mexico that you should check out, and kind of brings insight. People are coming out of the woodwork saying things. For instance, Seth Rogers' mom, I guess it would be Sebastian's grandmother, was saying that, you know, some things about Proudfoot, Christopher Proudfoot. And we shared that on my last live, so check it out. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates. I'm en route. Stay safe.